What's going on? What's happening? Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about Maximum Football in the brand new release, the brand new beta that has just recently come out. But before we do that, we are going to talk about Maximum Football 2019. And the reason for that is because that's where my Maximum Football journey had started. I got the game on this channel right now if you want to go ahead and check that out. We also have gameplay from Maximum Football 2020 on the channel as well. But Maximum Football for me is where it all started. And the thing that I thought was unique about Maximum Football is they offered a game that had three different levels of play. They had a pro style, they had a college style, and they also had Canadian style football on the game. I had never experienced anything like this, so I thought, you know what? I don't know anything about this game. I am gonna go ahead and pay the money to play this game. So I bought the game. The game was absolutely terrible, but what I saw in the game was potential. Maybe not so much on the gameplay side, but I did see potential with the franchise, with the dynasty, and I thought if the gameplay could get better and the graphics could be slightly updated, this game could be really good. Now fast forward to Maximum Football 2020, you can see that there were improvements made. However, this game is made by a super small team, okay? I'm talking about maybe not even a handful of people making the game, okay? But the game did see some improvements, but still was lacking in certain areas, and one of the biggest areas was the gameplay. It just was not good whatsoever. But when this game was picked up by Maximum Entertainment, this game instantly became something that people wanted to see. Now they have been teasing us for a while with these good graphics, with some of the gameplay that they released, and we finally get a chance to experience what they have been working on for around 2 years. Now, this is only the first week's gameplay. I know that they have made some improvements, and by the time you're watching this, it will already be in the second week, but this is the first week of Maximum Football's release, and some of the gameplay is a bit choppy. My computer is not what it should be, but we getting there. I don't even worry about that. But what I experienced in the gameplay, first and foremost, was the fact that there was no challenge. I was pretty let down by the fact that there was no challenges so far in the game. I'm hoping that they add that in. Hopefully by the second week, they may have already done it, but I need a challenge in this game, okay? There was a play in here where it was a first down and 10. It was a pass for what supposedly should have been 7 yards, but the man had just got his hands on the ball, and then he dropped it, and then they jumped on it, and they said that it was a fumble. That is not, don't do that. I don't like that whatsoever. I'm just keeping it real with you while I deal with you. That was absolutely terrible, and there was no challenge, so I could not have that ran back. I could not have that looked at. That doesn't do it for me, all right? Now, another thing that I have noticed was some of the player movement was extra slow. It was a bit difficult to run the ball because of how slow these guys were getting out of the backfield. But I'm hoping that they have tightened that up by the second week as well. Some of the tackles that I have noticed in this game just don't do it for me, okay? I'm not gonna hold you. I played 2019, I played 2020, and if you have any experience in the older Maximum Football games, then you already know that you still see some of those old tackle animations. This is one of them, to be honest, okay? For some reason, your player just gets caught in a vacuum, the defender attaches right to him, and it's a tackle, and it doesn't look good, and it doesn't feel good. But what I can say about some of the tackle animations is there are brand new ones in the game, and some of these tackles look beautiful, Okay, some of these tackles I have not seen in other football games, and I really appreciate that. Now, if we could weed out some of those old tackle animations from those previous games, that would be amazing. I don't know how long that would take, but if you can make that happen, please do so. My first thoughts about this game when I cut it on was that the game looked amazing, okay? Way better than they looked in those previous titles. Some of those previous titles looked like they could have been a PS3 game, late PS2 era, but this game right here looks like it can compete with some of the heavy hitters. Now, I'm not saying that it's better looking than Madden. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying it's better looking than the new EA Sports College Football. No, not even close. But it looks great for what it is. This has potential, okay? They can improve on this. And another thing that I like about this game is that it's gonna be free to play. This beta was free. You did not have to donate anything. You did not have to join anything. You did not have to get a special code. It was free for everybody. All you had to do was have Steam, and you were able to play this game. And when it releases for consoles, when it releases in its full entirety, this will be a free game. Still dope in my book, and it's hard to complain about something that is gonna be free, but there are things that do need to be tightened up. I noticed that some of the line play was a bit wonky, but on other plays, it looked great. It looked amazing. The line held it down. There was clean pockets formed. There's a lot of good and bad so far with the first week. Now, like I said, I have not tried the second week yet as of this recording, but I will give it a shot. Look at that tackle. Look at that tackle. I love that. That is absolutely amazing. My man is taking off. He is running the defender. You see the footage looks a little choppy, but the defender catches up to him, and when he tackles him, they kind of roll through, which is what would happen in an actual game. Stuff like that looks amazing, okay? But those other tackles, you got to get them up out of here. We're not doing that. It's 2024. That's not going to work for me. Also, another thing that I have noticed, some of these catch animations look amazing as well. These guys will catch it in stride, turn up the field, and get gone. And that's the way it should be, but it's not like that for every receiver. And I like that as well, because some of those guys don't have speed, they don't have acceleration like that, but the ones that do, they really do, and that makes a difference in the game. Everybody cannot have the same kind of tackles. Everybody cannot get up the field the same kind of way. So to see that is amazing, and notice the difference in the different players. I thought that was amazing as well. Great job by them. Look at that blocking, good juke.
8 yards gained on the
Some of the jukes on here are pretty cool, but some of them, I don't know. They don't do it for me. It's like when you have a defender right in front of you, it's hard to juke away from them. It's just not gonna happen. Like I said, it's almost like a vacuum, and you just get attached to that defender, and it's a tackle every time. But if there is a little bit of space, you will be able to do something. Let's take a look at this catch right here, though. Over the head catch, gets both feet in bounds. Now, I would like to see him kind of stutter step by that sideline because he knows it's gonna be close, but again, it still does not look bad. Like, the over the head catch is absolutely fire. Check out this dot, and wham, we are into the end zone. It's a lot of good things, man. Some of these celebrations as well could use a little more work. I'm not gonna hold you, but there are a couple that look pretty good. Hey, hit that gritty one time. Hey, stop playing with them. We out here. That is a good looking celebration. I'm not gonna hold you, but not everything on this game is good. But one thing that is good that I have noticed in the first week is that this development team is listening. They want to know exactly what is going on, what we think of the game. So that's really why I am making this video. Not only am I letting you know, but I'm letting them know at the same time. And I have no idea what happened to my sound. But hey, at least I got some of these beats that I made in the background. Look at this catch. Look at this turn up field. Should have been a touchdown. Not gonna hold you. I think he should have broke that tackle, but my man he don't have the strength like that. All right, but you see that? He catches it in stride. He keeps it going. This game really has been receiving a lot of love and a lot of work. And even though it could use a lot more for what it is right now, this is pretty good. I had no real major gripes about this game. Another thing that I thought was pretty cool is that the crowd looks lively. They look amazing in the times that you do see them. And you can see that there is a lot going on in the stands pretty much at all times. And I love that. I'm not mad at that at all. I am ready to see what the college aspect of this game is gonna look like, what the franchise or the dynasty, is gonna look like. And while we're at it, I mean, yeah, I do wanna know what the franchise will look like, because one of the problems that I did have with the old dynasty and the old franchise mode in the previous games is that something just was not right. Like, especially if you were simulating the game, it was not what you wanted to see. There was no real kind of stats out there. These guys would have 3 touchdowns, 19 interceptions for the season. That is nasty work. I don't want to see that in the new game. So if they have a simulation system that brings up realistic type of stats, or if they can base it on the way that you play the game and simulate with the likeness of that would be extremely dope. And I would love to see that. And one thing that I have not talked about so far is the option to customize pretty much everything with your team, down to the colors, the logos, player equipment, names, player ratings, stadiums, coaches. Like, you will be able to do pretty much whatever you want to do. And I believe you'll be able to upload custom logos as well. So this is gonna be a really dope release. And like I have said before, this is gonna be free. I'm not about to complain about something that's free, okay? Do I think they can make improvements? Yes, but am I tripping? Not even a little bit. I love that this is gonna be free to play, but I would definitely drop some money on this, all right? I think they at least deserve a $30 to $60 for this game, but they're not charging. So I will make sure that I buy something in the game, some of these new stadiums, some of these new player equipments, and just keep it going like that, because I gotta support. Man, I appreciate y'all stopping with me and rocking with me. Let me know how you feel about this game in the comments below, because I've been me, you've been you, and until the next time we speak, I'm gone.